Christians, the Bible teaches that Jesus Christ bore all of the sins, but all of the sins of all believers. All of those who eventually come to faith, it is going to be because Christ bore all of their sins. And this doctrine is contrary to the one that teaches that Christ bore all of the sins of all mankind. Because if that were true, then what sins would Christ condemn any man for if he bore all their sins upon him on the cross of Calvary? What's more, how could Christ say these words here in John 8:24, where he says, "Therefore I said to you, you will die in your sins. For if you do not believe that I am he, you will die in your sins." Think about this for a second. Hear me out before you start getting all irate and crazy. The bearing of sin upon Christ means that your sin, if you're a believer, your sin was put on him at Calvary. And if your sin was put on him and he resurrected from the dead, then you have no more sin to be judged for. So how can Christ tell anyone, like he does here, that you will die in your sins if he bore every sin for every single human being? I'm not trying to be adversarial. I'm just trying to get Christians to look deeper, because it explains why men are saved and why other men are damned. If Jesus Christ actually bore the sins of every single individual, then no single individual could ever be held responsible for sin. Just think about it. Look at what Jesus is saying. You will die in your sins. How is that possible if he died for your sins? It's only possible because Christ did die and bore all the sins, but only for all of his people.